Hello everyone and welcome to a truly remarkable game from round 7 of the US Championship 2022. It's a game that, as advertised, lasts only 10 moves, and it's very hard to imagine such a game in a game between two Grandmasters. So it's a game between Leinier, Dominguez, Perez and Elshan, Moradiabadi, who formerly playing for Iran now represents the United States, and you can see there's quite a difference in the elo. Here Leinier is 27.47 and Elshan, I don't know how the name is pronounced, is 25.34. But even this difference in rating, it's very hard to imagine something like this happening. But it is, a good a good tell that you should definitely study the openings. And it's very hard to mix them up. So the two of them have met previously. I think they have met in the FIDE World Cup 2021, where Leinier eliminated Elshan from the first round. But this is now 11 years have passed after that game, so a nice opportunity for Elshan to exact his revenge. So let's see what happened in this game. And they play a very, very popular opening, the Petrov defense. So here, pawn to e4 by Leinier and e5 by Elshan. Knight to f3, knight to f6. The Petrov defense is on the board, and knight captures on e5. So this is the classical variation, nothing new here. d6, knight f3, and knight captures on e4. So we've seen this many times, as this is one of the most popular, oldest openings. d4, d5, and now bishop to d3. Known as the classical attack against the Petrov. And now again, this position has been reached countless times. Even last year in the World Chess Championship match in round 4, Magnus Carlsen played this against Yanni Pomnishi. The game ended in a draw, but in the game bishop to d6 was played. Also a nice continuation is knight to c6, but in this game we have bishop to e7, and this is also one of the 3 most popular continuations, along with bishop d6 and knight to c6. So nothing odd happening here. We have castles, and now comes a move that's a bit rare. Here, you either go knight c6 or castles, but here we have bishop to f5. Now, I don't know if this is mixing up the opening, or maybe this was some sort of a nasty preparation to catch Leinier off guard. However, it did not go very well, and Leinier goes pawn to c4. And what you should do here is just capture the pawn. Just capture the pawn and don't even think about it. But in the game, Elshan just castled, which is a standard move. These are all moves you want to play when you're playing the Petrov, maybe just not in this order. And now just c captures on d5, and that's a free pawn. And there's no good way to win the pawn back. So best thing for black would be to just pretend that this was a pawn sacrifice. Maybe you go some knight to d6, and then you trade bishops maybe, or do something. And okay, white is up a pawn, but it's a double the d pawn. It's maybe you will not lose the game over this. However, in the game, Elshan captured on d5, and this loses the game on the spot. This is only move 9, but white is now completely winning. But you have to figure out what Elshan missed. So feel free to pause the video here and try to win this game for Leinier while I give you a couple of seconds. So for those of you who were able to do it, congratulations on realizing that the bishop on e7 is undefended and basically hanging whatever black plays. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, it is bishop captures on e4. This is what Leinier played, and Elshan spent some time here trying to figure out if there is any way out of this, but he decided that there is no going back, and he was in this position on move 10 that Elshan Moradiabadi resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done here. A problem is the bishop on e7 is lost whatever you do. If you capture with the queen, just rook to e1, and the queen has no squares. The bishop is hanging, the h4 square covered by the knight, and there are no more squares that the queen can retreat to. As you can see here, none of those squares are sufficient to defend the bishop. And even capturing with the light square bishop doesn't help, because if you capture now, there's this very nasty knight to c3. Most likely what Elshan missed in all of this, because now you will again force the black queen to e4. It doesn't matter where the black queen moves to, you're just going to capture on e4 and play rook e1, and the bishop on e7 is lost. And also, after this knight to c3, it doesn't even help if you play bishop captures on f3, you attack the white queen, because now just knight captures on d5, and you have to take back the queen, otherwise you're down a queen. So bishop captures, and again the bishop on e7 hangs, but he hangs with check. So knight captures on e7 comes with tempo. The black king now has the move, and now you just collect the bishop on d1, and if you counted the pieces, white is up a full bishop. So of course there's no point in playing this. After bishop captures on e4, Elshan resigned, and a well-deserved victory for Leinier, Dominguez, Perez, and well, even 11 years after that game in the FIDE World Cup, Elshan was unable to exact his revenge. So it's a sad way to end the game, but for us who are merely enjoying chess, it is very important not to mess up the openings. Even if you know where which piece goes, you do not want to mess up the move order, as that can also be very, very important. Even as we've shown here, even if you are a grandmaster of a 25-3-4 rating. So okay, if it happens to them, it will happen to us. Nothing out of the ordinary here, but thought you guys might enjoy this one, as well, it's a very, very popular opening, and the move order really matters. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. A bit of a shorter video, but we've had a couple of very long videos, so I thought it'd be nice to throw in a short one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I would like to wish a very happy birthday to Shannon, who allows her husband to watch chess videos whenever he wants. That's, I mean, what more could you ask for? And I would like to thank Bjorn Bartel, Alan Winery, congratulations Dr. Taco, and Francis Air for a contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot, I really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all, I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day.